Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. A little bit more Godzilla King of the Monsters news came out a few days ago, and today, and I want to just kind of compile it together. Yes, there's a monster cast. Another star is added. Stranger Things star is added to the team as confirmed to be part of Monarch, I guess. And this man, his name's Randy Havens. He was on Stranger Things, the Netflix show. Another star for Stranger Things. Wow. Those guys are really coming out. But that is not the news I really want to focus on. The one I want to focus on is what our people are talking about is that Godzilla King of the Monsters will use some practical effects. So Michael Dougherty went on Twitter and responds to another person, Otterboy Vocals. He asked that it's totally understandable if this won't happen, but will there be any practical monster effects in Godzilla 2? Michael Dougherty replied yes, and he didn't go and elaborate on that. We can all speculate what this means, and it could be anything. It could be just small little practical effects here and there, but the key word is practical monster effects. Now he's saying yes in terms of just practical effects, which could just be as little as a light explosion or a little bit more to it. And at first I'm thinking, maybe it's just little explosions, pyrotechnics here and there. No big deal. I don't really see a big deal about it. But when I looked into it where it says effects, monster effects, and I looked at this article. This is all coming from Godzilla-movies.com, by the way. And it says confirmed involvement of creature artist Tom Woodruff Jr., who is best known for bringing beasts to life via animatronic suits and makeup. So I click on this link, and you can go ahead and do this too, where he had an article about an alien franchise creature artist joins Godzilla 2. And that is very interesting. He even said it on Twitter that when someone asked, Tom Woodruff Jr. is on the IMDb page for Godzilla King of Monsters. Is this real or a bull? And Michael Dougherty replied in one word, again, answer, real. So that is really interesting, and I really want to see what that really means. I really wanted to delve into it. Who is this Tom Woodruff Jr. guy? And apparently he's a creature effects artist, and he's in ahead of designing monsters for 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters. He's known as the person who helped out in the creature effects of Aliens, Alien, Tremors, Mortal Kombat, Jumanji, Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters, and many others. So go and look at Godzilla King of the Monsters on imdb.com, and you can, see all the different people that are involved in it. What's interesting is that aside from the creature designers that we have here, we have visual effects, and this title is not in any of Godzilla or Kong. For whatever reason, they don't have these titles, creature character designers. And there's quite a bit of few of here, but let's talk about Tom Woodruff Jr. because he was the one highlighted in that article. So Tom Woodruff Jr., he's a makeup department, and you see all this filmography of movies here. Kids versus, I don't know about that one, but Unnatural, Harbinger Down, practical creature effects, Ender Games, alien creature effects. You look, Skyline had some creature effects and creature designer for that. Aliens vs. Predator, Tremors 4, Starship Troopers. There's a ton of these movies that have creature effects, but there are a lot of them. I mean, almost 80% of this is animatronic type practical monster effects. And so that got me thinking, are they really going to do that? Is Movie Web correct in which are they going to do a monster in a suit? I don't know what the story is. Nobody knows what the story is. You can kind of sort of guess. Maybe he's going to line, are there going to be actual smaller monsters in order to tell a different epic story about maybe an alien civilization coming? And I'm just thinking out loud because whenever you add King Ghidorah into a Godzilla film, it almost always, with the exception of GMK, always have aliens involved because he is an alien. There's alien creatures involved. So I don't know what they're going to do with this, whether that means practical monster effects, whether that means a man in a suit, or because they're adding aliens to this. And in terms of aliens, I think they're going to do practical creature effects for aliens. Now, I don't mean aliens as in James Cameron or Ridley Scott aliens. I mean like a different type of species. So when you look at Tom Woodruff Jr., you can type it out. A lot of these are very interesting. I guess he was involved in some of these pumpkin type designs. Creatures, they're very really exoskeleton-y, kind of like gangly looking, where they capture those bone type, I don't know what you call them, but very muscular, very bony type creatures. And you maybe, I know most of this alien stuff is from the Geiger, H. Geiger, but he could adopt some of that. And Harbinger Down, if you haven't seen that, it's an okay film. You can watch it on Netflix, but they have some creature effects in there, and they're more on the lines of part alien and part the Thing. So he has those moments of using that biological type of creature effect where it's like muscles, exoskeleton type design, so you can kind of maybe gauge as to what type of designs he's going to use in Godzilla King of Monsters. Whether he uses that to say what Ghidorah looks like, or Mothra, or Rodan. I mean, in the concept drawings, well, the cave paintings doesn't look like that at all, but they could argue that that's just cave paintings and it doesn't actually tell you what the actual designs of the creatures will look like. But in all, this excites me to no end, because Alien Covenant, I didn't do a review on it. I don't know if I will. I mean, it was too late in the game. I liked the movie, but the monsters weren't scary. I mean, I was covering my face and my ears because I don't like jump scares. I'm a big baby that way. But I wasn't afraid of the alien creature because he was a total CG character. Unlike before, where aliens had suits on, so they were actual creatures that were on screen. So if they were, and that was the real negative thing about Alien Covenant that I felt. And if they could bring back that practical effects to do the alien creatures, I'm just speculating that they're going to do an alien race to come invade, put that aspect into the Godzilla films because they're adding King Ghidorah. It could be an alien race from underground, I don't know. Or they are going to do man in suits. Or at least some part of it, an animatronic part of the monsters. Or there are more monsters underground. So there's so many things that they could do. But having practical monster effects excites me to no end because it's going back to the Stan Winston days. And I think a lot of movies nowadays just take CG for granted. Although CG is an incredible technology and you can absolutely use it, but there's something about practical effects, seeing things on screen, having the actors and actresses act against an actual monster objects without trying to pretend they're seeing some green screen type monsters. It actually works to their value. They can actually be terrified because they're actually seeing something, seeing right there in front of them, and act against it. I think it makes it much more realistic, and it actually adds to the value of the film in my eyes. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Tom Woodruff Jr. Being the creature, involved as the creature artist for Godzilla King of the Monsters. Do you think this is man in suit type things, or is there going to be lesser practical monster effects, maybe an animatronic here and there, kind of like in Jurassic World, where the only real animatronic was the Brontosaurus head that they touched and used, but practically the entire movie was a CGI. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? Comment down below. Let me know. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.